The importance of learning how to say no. It's amazing how one simple word can shift the dynamic in a room and command the respect of others. The word no is simple and undeniably powerful. However, it seems that saying the word no is something that many people struggle with. We all want to be liked and accepted. We often people please others to gain their approval. But there is a difference between being nice and being a doormat. The curse of the yes man. A yes man is someone who essentially agrees or does everything they are told. Those who suffer from low self-esteem tend to fit into this category. The need for approval and validation from others prompts them to say yes to other people without considering the impact that it has on themselves. No matter what they are doing and what they are thinking, they will drop everything to take care of someone else's needs. The implications of this are that they end up being overstretched, under and appreciated, and rarely respected. The yes man is a pushover. They struggle to garner respect as they fail to specify their boundaries. Unfortunately, some people take advantage of others who are afraid to speak up for themselves. When we learn to say no, we can safeguard ourselves from being taken advantage of or being subjected to abuse. Why do we find it so hard to say no? We have all had those moments where we feel uncomfortable declining something or denying someone our time, even though saying no is in our best interest. We feel guilty and bow down to the pressure of conforming to someone else's ideals. In our minds, we tend to overthink, and suddenly the idea of saying no leads to so many terrifying outcomes. Will my boss pass me over for a promotion? Will this person still like me if I RSVP no? The truth is that the exaggerated scenarios we make up in our heads are false. The only way that they come true is if we don't recognize our self-worth. Saying yes might make you feel popular or productive in the short term, but what are the long-term gains? If saying no gives you time to rest, allows you to take time out for yourself, and reduce your workload to a more manageable level, do it. If saying no means that you get to respect your standards, yourself, and your limits, do you really need to question whether you should? We struggle to say no because we worry about what we might miss out on or what others will think of us. FOMO, fear of missing out, can push us into doing things that we don't want to do. It's the mental chatter and inner peer pressure that keep us locked in unhealthy cycles and bad situations. No means no. It's all about setting boundaries. Don't settle for less and let people take advantage of you. Failing to say no when it's needed shows a lack of self-respect and awareness of what you should and shouldn't put up with. Look at the bigger picture. What could you lose from saying yes, and what could you gain from saying no? Often we tend to see the word no as something that can deny us something. Though that may be true in some circumstances, it can also give you more empowerment and the drive to utilize your time better. Don't be afraid to express whether something makes you feel uncomfortable. If something doesn't serve you, then do what is best for you. Let your voice be heard and hold your position. Be savvy, articulate, and calculated with how you spend your time and who you give your energy to. Don't allow yourself to be swept up in a world that doesn't ever seem to slow down. Muster up some courage, put your foot down, and just say no. A balancing act. When it comes to standing our ground and saying no, it is an act of self-love. Many are mistaken by thinking that saying no makes us cold or that we come across as harsh. However, we need to understand that the delivery of our no and its intention are two separate aspects. It's in our best interest when we act out of love for ourselves while respecting others. Every time we avoid saying no, we compromise our well-being and happiness. It is vital for our mental health and welfare to strike a balance between being agreeable and comfortably declining something. To say no is to find harmony in the storm. We work hard, love deeply, and take care of so many other people that we hardly find time for ourselves. The peace and serenity that we can achieve if we learn to put ourselves first will make all the difference in the world. False beliefs about saying no lead to stress, resentment, and fatigue. If we try to juggle too many balls, eventually we end up dropping a few, or worse still, we fall down from the sheer weight of it all. At some point, something has to give, and that moment is when you start to say no. Now is the time to take control and find your no. Say yes to self-care and say no to people-pleasing.